Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crypto Kings. My name is Matt, and in today's video we're going to be talking about exactly what Shiba Inu has been doing here over the past 24 hours or so. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let's get right into this, folks. So what we are working with here looks to me to be a very stable recovery. I know a lot of people have been asking me for my opinions on this and whatnot, and honestly guys, this to me looks like it defies a lot of very typical market movements. Oh my god, this is a bullish indicator, this is a bearish indicator. I think this defies a lot of that and is really showing us a consistent, stable recovery that is spread not just across Shiba Inu, but the entire crypto market. You guys can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, everything here performing nicely on the day and week. Very stable but slow movement here for a lot of big players. And the main thing really right now at least is that Shiba Inu has managed to continuously work its way up 5% here over the past 24 hours to around 34, and was able to hold through a very dark, kind of scary period for crypto. So I've had a lot of people ask me, Matt, do you see this re-entering the 20s? And the answer is very, very clear. No, I do not, because the main thing that is going on is that through all of this skepticism and speculation and worry about Ethereum, Bitcoin, the whole market, are we leaving the bull market, yada yada, after seeing that, we are left with a coin which has managed to stay just above 30 for all this time, except for a fleeting second where we headed down to 28.5, and right now we have worked our way, we've rocketed back up to 34. Market cap wise here, we're at a little over $18.5 billion, which is awesome. In terms of volume, we're down a lot, which is fine because there is still more buy volume than sell volume, and ultimately that is what matters. And when we check, of course, historical data, you guys can see we are still a little bit above some of these previous days for volume, so definitely not bad in that aspect. Now, before any further, guys, make sure to check out Webull, folks, down below in the description. For a limited time, they're giving away 5 free stocks. That's right, 5 free stocks for those that sign up with my link down below in the description. You guys have to use my link, though, top of the description down below. Definitely do go ahead and check out Webull to get 5 free stocks, and of course you can trade crypto on there as well, including Shiba Inu. So if you guys like to get started, now is a great time to do so, down below in the description. So let's take a look, folks, at our graph and kind of try to make sense of things, because if I were trying to be optimistic, folks, this could very well be the end of the falling wedge. I'm not joking, because when we really start our graph, when we start our major movement here, we could see that if we wanted to start a more, sort of temporary falling wedge, we could set this up from the 30th. So we have the 30th here headed down all the way till now. We have lower highs and of course lower lows. And what we are seeing is a full reversal of that pattern. So what does that typically mean? Well, seeing something like that will typically result in a bullish kind of movement. So we have the end of the falling wedge and then boom, a bullish breakout here with this kind of arrow if this were to happen. Now, there's no guarantee on this. It's very possible we could unfortunately get met with some level of resistance, say maybe around 34, and unfortunately we get stuck below that 34 spot again and are continuously consolidating. That is possible. It is not out of the ordinary for something like this to happen, but I am still feeling optimistic that this could be really the end of this falling wedge. We work our way out. We have a nice working our way back up into the high 40s, 50s. You know the deal, and I think a lot of people would definitely be happy if that were the circumstance. But again, our goal is to watch this falling wedge, which is inherently, again, a bullish movement, coming to an end, which would result in a bullish run up. So that is what I'm personally hoping for in the near future here. Now, when we check a lot of our indicators, of course, I'm going to check the relative strength index. You guys can see we hit that spot right away. We are oversold at around 28, 29. So that was not the price in which SHIB was going to stay, of course. And then we see a straight rocket up all the way past the middle, headed all the way now up to the top. So here's kind of where we will really be tested, because Shiba Inu in theory could continue to go and smash new records and get way above what the relative strength index considers to be normal. And then in that instance, we would go all the way to 35, 36, 37, 38, something like that. Or it could face, kind of a normal reaction, sort of like we saw here on the 30th after having a run up from 34 up to 54 and head its way back down. So it's also very possible we had our way back down, and then, you guys know the deal. You guys know what would most likely happen there is that we would probably be stuck right around this 50 spot, and then, we would probably watch ourselves consolidate somewhere between maybe 32 and 34 or somewhere around there. So, this area of consolidation, something like this is very possible as well. It really just, kind of comes down to the way this pans out. Because when I look at this, I do see also a long line of consolidation between, say, 37.38 and 29.30. And somewhere around there, we just really just bounce around for a long time. And it seems as if that would be also a practical kind of outcome for the current trading movements that we've been experiencing. Now, when we take a look at the other indicators, of course, you guys know I love the Fibonacci retracement, going to give us the lines for potential support and resistance. So when we look at this most recent run, you guys can see we have a low here of around 29.5 or so, and then a high here of around 33.5. And basically what this is showing us is that we just straight rocketed up from the 78.6% line here all the way up to the 23.6% line, and then kind of used the 38.2% line as a little bit of a launch pad to work way up again past the 23.6% line, really pushing right now uncharted territory, or at least some territory that we haven't been in a while, which is great. It's not uncharted, but we haven't been there in a while, and that definitely is a wonderful thing to see. So that is what I am looking for in the near future, of course, trying to see which of these fib lines we're going to stay on. I think the 38.2 line is kind of locked in, so definitely staying above the 31.5 spot definitely does seem very likely here in the near future, and that's definitely what this is all about. Now, when we check the MACD, you guys know I'd love to do that as well. It is giving us a very strong buy right now, which is great, giving us kind of the news to hop on this as we are experiencing some better moving averages, of course. So definitely a big fan of that. So that is about it, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed. Again, definitely let me know down in the comments, where you all see this going. And if you're looking to find new altcoins, guys, before they explode, definitely do go ahead and check out my Patreon. You guys can see it right here on screen. It is linked down below in the description, but essentially I give you guys alerts on there for whenever I buy an altcoin. So I have tons of different posts here that I will be adding to, of course, in the near future. Every day or two, I'll be posting something about either an NFT or an altcoin I bought. So if you want to know when I buy or sell Shiba Inu or something like Shiba Inu, definitely do check out the Patreon. The link is down below in the description. It's only $10 a month, and I definitely do think it is worth it. And on top of that, you guys do get to support the channel and help me continue to make this my job in the future. So I really do appreciate you guys all stopping by and watching. Definitely let me know down below in the comments, guys, where do you see Shiba Inu personally in a week from now? I'm always interested in hearing what you guys have to say about that. That being said, everybody, my name is Matt. I appreciate you guys so much for watching the video. See you all in the next one.